So I'm delighted that to end today, we're going to be joined by Ellen Bettridge, who is the global CEO for Uniworld. Hi, Ellen. Thank you for joining us.
Hi, Lucy. It's so great to be here. I wish we were actually physically together.
I know, or on a boat somewhere, on a ship
Oh,
sailing down a river.
absolutely. Absolutely.
But I know you very much think that we will be. No one's got a crystal ball in terms of when, but tell me a little bit about how you're dealing with the situation at the moment and how you're preparing to get your ship sailing again.
Yep. You know, we just had finished our global meetings and our kickoff with all of our crew right when all of this happened. So the good news is our crew is ready to go. Our teams are ready to go. And over the last several weeks, I guess we're going into months now, you know, we've been really consistent about hosting our Zoom events, our Zoom meetings, keeping people engaged, you know, talking to them. I think the key to this whole thing has been communicating and keeping people motivated and keeping it positive. This is something no one ever could have imagined, could have ever expected was going to happen. And I think people are scared, they're nervous, they're anxious. They need to hear from us as leaders that we're real people. I send silly videos from my walks in the morning and the bunny rabbits I see. I sent one the other day of a video of me making my latte where I shake the milk after I take it out of the microwave. You know, we're just doing silly, funny things, but it's about engaging people and keeping them communicated and excited about our business.
Okay, so that's internally. This is, you're talking about all your crew,
Yes.
or your staff. Fantastic. And what about your past customers and your future ones that you don't even know about yet? How are you engaging with them at all at the moment? And what are you doing to keep, you know, your brand and river cruising in general in their thoughts?
Yeah, so for our customers, really through social, really online, but we're sending out like great recipes and great cocktail recipes and, you know, ways for people to engage that way. It's about people coming together, and that's what a lot of people are doing right now. So that's how we're engaging our customers. We just finished creating a new Uniworld University module about what the new world looks like. So what happens for 2021 for Uniworld, but also what are we going to do differently on the ships when we come back out? Because things are going to be different.
Yeah,
it's not going to be the same. I don't think we certainly don't have all the answers, but we've got some really good ideas about how we know we can operate and how we know we can keep our crew and our customers safe.
okay. And these are sort of practical things that you'll implement, or they're things that you'll expect guests to do?
No, it's all practical things that we'll implement. And we're
Okay.
actually working with a third-party consultant out of Germany who, you know, normally is like the virus expert for cruises. And so we brought him in to say to us, what are the extra things that we should be doing to ensure the safety of, number one, it's got to be the customers, but of course our crew as well.
Of course, yeah.
Right? You know, and it's little things about when customers come and go from a cruise, that the luggage, you don't let the two sets of luggage be near each other, right? So you put them in two different areas. It's about how, you know, the front desk may have to have a plexiglass in front of them and they may be wearing gloves. It's about how do we give them their key card in a different way, or is their key card maybe on their phone so they never have to have a card?
Yeah.
Is it, so we're exploring all kinds of cool things. It's about, you know, once again, obviously cleanliness and just keeping things clean. Is it creating a plan for someone on board for their eating where we actually do dining reservations for them? So you'll come on board, Lucy, and I'd say, Lucy, here's your dining plan for the week. And this night you're going to dine at this time, and this night at this time. And especially across our super ships, because we have different dining venues,
Yeah.
we'll be moving people around. So ensuring that we are having that social distancing. We don't know what the rules are going to be, but these are just some of the things that we're thinking through that we believe we might be able to make happen.
Okay, that's fantastic that you're thinking about those things already, because of course every step you make will make it quicker to getting back operating.
I talk to my team seriously twice a week. And
Yeah.
this is all we do is talk about when, how, what, and they keep saying, when can we sail? When can we sail? And we just don't know yet. I think
Oh,
the good news we're hearing this morning from CLIA, we did hear from them this morning. They do believe that in May that countries themselves will start to open, right? They think
okay.
that in June some of the borders within Europe will open, and then hopefully late June, early July might be a time that the other borders, meaning people from US, Canada, etc., might have the opportunity to then go to Europe. So
Okay.
um,
So that's
fingers crossed.
promising. It's promising. But of
Yep,
course, with river cruising, it is complex, isn't it? Because you might start a river cruise in one country and you'll sail across a border because the rivers go through different countries. And so I guess you've got to work out because different countries may open at different times or they may have
exactly.
different rules in place. So
Right.
do you anticipate any changes to itineraries that will you be putting on when you restart? Do you think it will be a different program than you perhaps expected?
Well, I think we have 3 ships in France. We have 1 in Italy, 1 in Portugal. They're kind of standalone in those countries. So
Yeah.
to me, those make good sense that might be the easy place to start.
Yeah.
For those who go across different countries, you might look at it and say, all right, well, normally this goes from Germany and then it goes to Austria, and maybe we're just going to stay in Germany. And how do we rejigger a itinerary to do that? I don't expect that the entire fleet's going to come out,
At
on
the
day
same
one
time.
that this
Yeah.
opens up. I think it's going to be a gradual progression of bringing out ships and bringing them out in those destinations.
Yeah. And do you think that river cruise may come back sooner than ocean cruise? I ask that, but because obviously ocean sailing in international waters, it's a different proposition. I understand that. Ocean cruise has also been in the headlights quite a lot in this crisis, whereas river cruise hasn't. Do you think that will mean that you may emerge a little bit sooner than perhaps other parts of the market?
I'm very optimistic that we will. I think there's a couple of things. Number one, our ships are small, right? Average 130 passengers on Uniworld. You are always close to land, right? You're not going to have that issue of being stuck somewhere, right? I think that they're easier to maintain and to manage the people, on board. I also think when we come back, the reality is I don't think our ships will be full. Right? I think
Yeah.
we'll get some great customers who want to come back. And I've got so many who are just saying, please, please, please sail in July. We want to come so badly. So I do believe we are going to have that. I don't think we'll be full, but I think we will be out there sailing. And then we'll have the opportunity. So we'll have that smaller group of people who want to engage and who want to be there, but they are smaller. They're easier to maintain. They're close to the land. That's going to help.
Okay, that's interesting. And what do you think will happen to the sort of commercial side of things, the pricing? Do you think cruise lines will be encouraging people back with really great incentives? Is that the kind of thing you have to do in terms of marketing and sales? What's your plan there?
Well, I think I'm like everyone else at the moment that most of your 2020 passengers are rebooking for 2021.
Yeah.
So 2021 looks awesome right now. So it's like, okay, let's just make
There's
this.
probably not much availability left.
I'm not sure we're going to have to try too hard. Of course, there's always going to be offers, and we're always going to have things out there. And I think we'll put our best foot forward when we first go out, just to invigorate the market and to get people excited about traveling and cruising again.
Yeah, and of course, key to that, Ellen, I know you think very, very strongly of travel agents and how important they will be. Obviously,
Absolutely.
lots of agents will be watching this today who are that connection, aren't they, with the customer. So what would be your message to travel agents who were selling cruise and selling river cruise, and you need them to get selling again for you when the time is right?
I would say take this opportunity to educate yourself. Go through the websites, go through the training. Don't just, really stay focused on learning and understanding destinations and geography, right?
Yeah.
And think about think about what I just said about the fact that you could have Italy, you could have Portugal, you could have France. These are, where you could take someone so that you can be the expert when they call on the phone to help them to make that decision, and one that they feel comfortable with. Everyone's going to be anxious. Everyone's going to be nervous, right? How do we help that? And I think advisors can really help in this process.
Yeah, and of course, if they're really knowledgeable, and they can be really reassuring, can't they, if people are just that little bit more cautious when they
Absolutely.
come back.
And they
Actually,
also need to use the salespeople. Excuse me, Lucy. They need to use our salespeople.
yeah.
Leverage them. They are there to help support them.
because they can have meetings like this on Zoom, I guess. Your guys,
Of
they might be
course.
all at home,
And we
but
are. Oh, we
yeah.
are. We are having meetings all the time with our advisors. So, and connecting with them and talking with them about what's going on, having a few happy hours with them, you know, it's, you know, we got to stay connected, and they're our friends. That's what's so cool
Oh.
about this industry.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, it is a real community, isn't it? People who
Yeah.
are wanting to, we're all in the same boat. We all want to get the same direction, which is getting river cruising back up and running again when the time is right. So
That's right.
short and sweet, Ellen, but always a pleasure to speak to you.
You
Thank you
too,
so
Luce.
much for joining the Clear River Cruise webcast today. And we wish you all the best. And please let us know when you're doing anything you're doing, let us know and we'll be happy to cover that for you.
Thank you, Lucy. Thanks for everything. We really appreciate it.
All right. Thanks, Ellen.